What's going on, guys? So I didn't stay up last night because I'm sick. I got hit pretty hard with something and I wasn't even gonna do a video today. I woke up feeling really shitty, but I still looked up the spoilers, and I mean this chapter is too great to not give some sort of a review or like spoiler leak. So yeah, that's why I'm here today. So we get to see some classic Todo Yuji double team action in this chapter, as well as Gojo comes back at the end. Yes, I know a lot of people have been predicting this, wishing for this. Well, it looks like he's back. He doesn't really do anything in this chapter, we just see him, and it's incredible. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the chapter begins with Todo revealing that his missing left arm is replaced with an instrument called vhvle, and I looked it up, and it's an actual instrument you can buy on Amazon. So the narrator explains that Todo has changed Boogie Woogie's activation from a clapping hands to collision of the metal piece and wooden box of the vhvle. And it says Todo can now swap people a total of 50 times in a second, which is incredible if you think about how often he swapped Yuji whenever they were fighting and double teaming Hanami and Mahito. He was doing it pretty quickly, so now it's going to be even faster. Todo and Yuji's simultaneous attacks leave Sukuna clueless. So Todo imposed a binding vow to limit the number of swaps in proportion to the collisions of the vhvle. Todo successfully expanded the curse technique targets to multiple targets and expanded the effective range of the technique. So I don't know that we've seen any characters on the good side use a binding vow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this may be the first time that we're hearing it and seeing it. I think other than the Gojo and Sukuna fight. So he's expanded his curse technique. He's made it even better. He can target multiple targets, and he also expanded the range. So getting his hand cut off has kind of worked out in the better for him now that he's able to target more people with his Boogie Woogie, as well as expanding the range of the teleportation. He's gotten significantly, in my opinion, more powerful, which is great. Todo's awesome. The narrator also reveals that Todo successfully evacuated the sorcerers from Sukuna's domain. So it looks like when Sukuna opened his domain in the last two chapters before this one, that everybody is safe, excluding Choso, of course. We did lose him, unfortunately, in the last chapter, but it's good to hear that Maki and everybody else that was there is now safe. Sukuna says, out of all the sorcerers, he's the most self-centered and difficult to sway. He honestly appeared at the timing I least wanted him to. So that's pretty funny coming from Sukuna. He's obviously inside Yuji's body, able to see everything that has happened every time he was ever teaming up with Todo, so he knows the dangers of his technique, and him saying that Todo appeared here at the time least wanted is pretty great and also significant, I think. Pretty funny, because as we all know, Todo and Yuji together, they just make a really great team. Just as Todo is about to land a kick, Sukuna easily dodges it. Todo makes a self-note that Sukuna can dodge mid-air. Yuji then throws a rock towards him and Todo swaps with it. Todo swaps it with Yuji as he lands a strong missile kick into Sukuna. Sukuna grabs hold of Yuji by his face and tries to thrash him, but Todo keeps on swapping as Yuji continues to punch Sukuna from his blind spots. Todo, Yuji, Sukuna are now in a roulette. Sukuna realizes Todo can change the maximum and minimum values for the number of swaps per single tap. Sukuna thinks that it's practically impossible to get used to Boogie Woogie. I mean, yeah, it's pretty hard in general to get used to it when you think about the other two fights that they've been in together. It's really hard to tell when he's going to swap or he's not going to swap, where they're going to swap to, and where the hit's going to come from. And now that he's able to do it 50 times within a single second, I mean, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I would say for the King of Curses to admit it's impossible, that's great to hear. Sukuna has figured a way out to read when Todo might swap. Might. It's precisely when Yuji's focus has peaked. Sukuna thinks Todo might faint by not swapping Yuji, but something else to trick opponents. So Sukuna moves to punch Yuji very hard. But as soon as Mei's crow appears, Sukuna realizes his mistake, that he misread Todo's move. Sukuna thinks they swapped with Mei's crow, so he tries to turn his body towards his blind spot and land a kick, but he realizes he got tricked again. Todo didn't swap their places at all. Yuji easily hits another black flash. This man's been hit with so many black flashes, and I know he's the King of Curses, but he's just kind of remained almost unaffected at all. I mean, it says he's affected, and then in the next chapter he does a domain expansion, so I'm not really gonna get happy about Yuji landing another black flash. I'll be happy when this dude basically turns to dust and he's just literally gone. Todo says, I concealed an attack within a concealment, within another concealment, and within another concealment. So basically Inception concealment. Todo giving the super IQ moves and tricking the King of Curses. After landing a Black Flash, Yuji pierces his claw into Sukuna and continues to brutally tear him apart with a demonic face. Even though Yuji's hand has pierced his chest, Sukuna tries to expand his domain once again, but... And before I reveal the last part, I just want to say, so he's been hit with a lot of Black Flashes. He's been hit with Maki's Soul Cutter. And I don't know if he ever healed his heart completely. I remember them saying in some chapter that he was trying to use a Reverse Curse technique at the same time as fighting to keep his heart from like tearing or whatever. He's kind of been unaffected by all this. You know, the Soul Cutter hitting his heart, the Soul Punches to his and Megami's soul, and the Black Flashes. None of it has affected him. And now Yuji's literally digging his hand in his chest, right? And the dude's still trying to open up his domain. Sukuna sees a mysterious silhouette. The narrator explains, and Sukuna has witnessed him, the strongest ghost that Sukuna killed by his own hands. And then we see the silhouette and the eyes, the one, the only, Satoru Gojo. And that's right, he's back. I'm very excited. A lot of people have been praying for this to happen. I mean, I am excited, but I don't want to get too excited because there was that rumor somewhere way far back that Gege made about Sukuna eating a significant character. So I'm wondering if that's still gonna happen, or if when the time came, it ended up being, well, he didn't eat the character, he just ate her arm, referring to Angel. So maybe that was what he was talking about, and he decided not to have him eat her. I don't know. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping that we get some cool Gojo Todo Yuji action against Sukuna. And then Maze Crows are there, so everybody's probably back on the battlefield. This is going to be great. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait for next week's chapter already. And we haven't even gotten the official release of this one. This is going to be great. I'm so excited he's back. Now we just need Maki and Yuta and fucking Hakari to be here and everybody to just team up and take him down once and for all. If that's what's going to happen, I have no clue. But I mean, hey, who knows? So what do you guys think about this spoiler? Are you happy that Gojo's back? Are you excited about seeing this Todo and Yuji versus Sukuna fight animated? What are your thoughts? If you liked this video, please give it a like, comment. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.